Wing.
Shut up. We're back with Limbus Company and the new content update. I am 45 lunacy away from a 10 pull, but I also have this, which has a chance of getting the new ID. But boy howdy is a low one. But also, like, I don't think I have anything else to buy, so that ticket's just kind of there.
Yeah, if you're talking about the guaranteed deca, there's a chance that you get it, but also there's a chance you get like literally anything.
Yeah,
else.
it is a pool of every ID ever. But like,
excluding wall purchase.
It ultimately doesn't matter because like, I have all the IDs anyways, so I might as well just use it as a chance. But also, oh, I already got the 130 here. Okay. I'm like so close to the Sinclair ID too. It's fucking frustrating. Oh yeah, I should show off, the big thing is that this, there are achievements to this to make your life easier for getting the freebie ID. You just, wait, did I discover 15 class combos?
Yes.
Huh.
Yes, tell me more, Highway.
I'm just letting people know that there are achievements that get you points.
Not that I would know.
Oh. Oh. I thought I was already streaming it. Fuck. God, there's still 2/3 of the content left. What the fuck? Retake this entire thing again, take another 2 hours, get the perfect Shichun. Finals. Oh, I need to do 2 more levels to get the lunacy for a pull. A terrible jest she plays, down to the very last day. Too much time has passed already. I've already given her clan, including Wei, instructions to keep their eyes on the palanquin, as I've observed much strangeness from the palanquin bearers. Yet that there are many places at which one may covertly kidnap the family hierarch. Still, we gotta... Your heart's still in a rush. I do not mean to imply that we will abandon her to her fate. Look, I have selected a few places on the map with the highest probabilities of being their destination. As time is not on our side, the Heisho and your team will have to mobilize separately to explore all possible opportunities. Among them, I aim to send you towards... this place. Ah, I see a fuzzball has appeared.
What are you implying?
What's up? I'm guessing you completed it all already, Tiger?
Correct.
Indeed.
She's been on this thing at this very moment.
The glorified internment camp of Hungwan now shut down. It's you. Pingan Resident...
It's me!
Pingan Residential Support Zone. It is a policy Yuan Shin and the former Jiamu pursued. The policy was indefinitely tabled and the zone was closed off, as many voiced reluctance to pass it. But I find it hard to believe that she would defeat so easily. It is a secluded place, perfect to secretly bring harm to the family hierarch, not to mention the symbolic value it carries. I hope she's okay. Have some faith in your people. You have taught her to the best of your abilities, have you not? I trust she will be able to fend for herself until our arrival. Yeah, we trained really hard for the entire month. I did like how Sinclair was getting, like, his hype moment. I was sitting there like, oh shit, the mark's back. What?
They stole my bestie! Get him!
Oh god, they mentioned that the I think, Festival, you mentioned that the mark appeared again before. When did it appear again? Because, like, I'm trying to remember when there was another time that the mark appeared, but I just can't remember. The only reason Yuan Shin would employ such under-the-table tactics is because she knows that a fair match would not be in her favor. So, let us yank her hand out from under the table and make her regret it.
Fuck that bitch.
Also, it's kind of great that Merceau is good at acting.
The perfect impression of Sinclair, no notes.
Oh,
He
Mr.
has to be perfect.
Mr. Manager, we're dying over here, man. Oh right, my sinking team, which I am very sad about. How about instead, I bring out the dictate. Wait, yes, the dictator.
Oh, we're looking for Zishun. She's right there.
Yeah, potential woman. She's right here.
군주가 나선다.
It all went to shit when Hong Lu found out that Jishun got replaced with Ishmael.
I mean, if you're running Dictator, man, then
I know. I do not like how I'm not impressed with She Rhodia. I feel like this is just worlds better than the co-op attack.
okay.
명을 받듭니다.
Like I tried it on every time I see like Snake Rhodia go. I'm just like, man, I could just be firing off some banger attacks. But I do agree that like everybody that could be part of the family hierarchy should be. Even Greg, who's honestly been kind of shocking me with how good he is.
이제
새로운 어디서?
The only problem is,
보는 눈은 있네.
we're kind of flush with options at the moment.
명만 인재는 흔치 않죠.
You see, the real problem is that you can't bring out a rusty commemorative coin.
Yeah. I like this idea of like, my sister's been kidnapped, and then Honglu instantly turns evil mode.
이 경우는
I'll
It was
kill
all for
that
her, damn
bitch.
it.
나쁘지 않군 거래.
I'll kill that bitch. We
You
heard
want to
it.
know something funny, Highwang?
What's that?
I got Uma saying on my first 10 pull.
Yeah, everybody's been bragging
Hey.
about it. I haven't gotten shit for the past 2 fucking seasons. It's so annoying.
Uh-huh.
We hurt ourselves along the winding path. Well, I do lie. I did get She Rhodia after 50 pulls, and that's it. At first I thought we might be able to move faster had the Mephistopheles been here with us, but walking through the winding irregular paths reminded me why palanquins were a thing in Hung 1. Ugh, already? Upon our arrival at the location Zingung pointed out to us, something emerged from the dark. A figure. No, 2, 4. A small platoon of shadows. We're surrounded. These bitches. The
Hey, nice of them to finally show up.
I know, right? The shadows slithered into physical form, lapping their purple serpentine arms at us. Sheep branch of the Hay Show. They don't belong to the family hierarchy. What now? What do you mean, what now? We can't sit here and waste any precious time. Come on, let's fight our way out of this. Ain't that my gig? Fighting is all about morale, huh? Looks like the classes did have some effect. Sinclair's right, we don't got any time to waste. Kill them bitches.
Can I just take a moment to appreciate that Ishmael's idea was to fucking play Dungeons and Dragons, and it worked?
It was the most painful thing ever, because I have witnessed that personally, both being one of and also having to help people that were players originally wanting to be DMs and then are just like, oh no, this is way fucking harder than I thought.
Oh,
Hey,
she's
look,
being
Sinclair has a
wrong.
buff.
She's cringe.
Yup. Thrashing the hatch. Sinclair wants to break out of his egg.
I'm happy for her.
Offset, fuck off! Ugh.
It's fine, you have a skill 3.
Kaga, I hate that my brain moves me. They say you're happy for her, but immediately my brain goes, the Demian shows up in this goes Zante. What do you do?
Now time to see why Evil Hong Lu is super fucking hype. Burst into tag
Hey,
into
Faust. Have a free skill 3.
kill the hoe, and then tag team attack.
The problem for Demi is that he needs Sinclair to be the top that he wants him to be.
13조 이항에 맞추려면 그게 제격이다.
What if we made Heisho Faust even stronger?
Well, the thing is that the bonus for Honglu himself isn't amazing, but it's a free skill 3.
Yeah. But it's still pretty slick.
If you're wanting to buff Honglu himself, then it's Heisho Otis that's really good.
Oh, so I should be
Because
putting
that
Otis on.
makes it makes him really good at maintaining count, basically. So long as it's one-sided attacks.
So what I should be doing is putting Otis on 3 then.
Probably.
Because it's the next what's it called? It's the next Heisho in the line.
Yeah.
I didn't realize each what's it called? Each Heisho provides a different buff.
Correct.
There was so fucking much to read about this stupid identity, good lord.
Breaking news, Limbus Company player cannot read. In other news, the sky is blue and water is wet.
There's a difference here. I can read, I just don't want to read a fucking tax document.
The game
Not
is
beating the
getting
allegations.
ridiculous with... Yeah.
Not meeting the allegations there.
I never intended to. I just had to clarify.
Yeah, but you have to say that you can read. You know, the thing is, PM fans can't read, which you are one.
Otis is never gonna get her fucking buff, good lord. Back of the pack Otis, they call her. Yeah, really, if you want to do damage with Evil Honglu, you're using his skill too. But this fucking shit is so cool looking.
It's one of those things where since I haven't seen the ending of this follow yet, that I have not been spoiled on how it ends, mostly because everybody's gooning Suzuku. She's so hot! Ooh! And did you know that she's wearing heels? In her
To
full
be fair,
stride?
Zilu is really hot.
Yeah, like they showed off Zilu in her casual and it's like, holy shit.
Look, the fact that she's like an unstoppable murder lady makes it even better. Especially when they give her the anime swirly eyes. She's so cute.
Yeah, it's like, we all know, oh, we have an inkling that she was kind of an idiot when we used her, you know, announced her.
Also, I finally got around to like uptying and powering this up. And it's decidedly okay.
Yep. DoorDash Sinclair was never bad. He was just playing second fiddle to Talisman.
Yeah, at the time Talisman was doing work, and now that Talisman is gone, I'm like, this is alright. But now we have Chicken Sinclair, which is especially funny.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Which I believe I could get after this fight.
The chicken that laid the golden egg.
Just imagine.
Bitch, I can't wait to whip up your big cock.
God.
Yeah, big cock Sinclair.
He wishes.
It talked the walk, you know.
Oh, I forgot to change something for peak agony. I'll do that in a hot minute.
핏물진 길일 뿐이지만 세월이 지나면
So first off,
그제야 알게 되겠지.
give that to me.
이 홍루가
주군께서 계명을 허락하셨어요.
Sinclair with his 5th burn identity.
우리는 해충을 꿰찌르고 후벼팔 시간이 찾아온 거죠.
I wonder if this is foreshadowing.
Oh, I can. Maybe I should wait a little.
Like, it's a shame that they're not getting any of the other like IDs for the other characters who haven't had an ID in a while.
I know,
but it makes sense for it to be Yiseng and Sinclair this intervalo.
Yeah. Do wish Heathcliff would get something sweet though.
Look, there is a slim chance that there is a Tiger Don Quixote in the future, and
That
it
would
would
be
make
pretty
me
dope.
very happy.
I was expecting
That-
Don Quixote to be the rooster, honestly.
Or Dragon Heathcliff.
Dragon Heathcliff would be pretty good, since Hong Lu's not there.
Now, what we really need is Sinclair with stick and Heathcliff with big squeaky hammer.
Yeah.
I mean, the dog's like metaphor for Heathcliff is too strong for him to be anything other than that.
Yeah, good point. I forgot dog was part of the Chinese zodiac.
그저 네가
Burning blood.
약했을 건.
It's also entirely possible that Ishmael will eventually get a Heisho ID.
But did Dong Guanyan not declare the end of the family hierarch war? As far as I know.
Yeah,
Then
it's completely possible because wasn't it in Boss Hong Lu Zishin eats it.
Yeah.
then what are they doing marching down the main street in broad daylight? Red-crested game fowls march grimly under the sun at the hour when shadows are short. There weren't any stomping of hooves or beating of drums, but anyone who's been living in Hongwan can help but shrink with terror at the sight of this flock. They seem to be marching for Dagon Yuan. I'm never gonna pronounce that right. Could it be treason? Impossible! Ishmael of the Jia family may have had a relatively weak force, but we've all seen it, haven't we? Yes, the victory was uncontestable. She was bold, ambitious, and more importantly, legitimate. Then just what in the world are they? No, let's not linger on it. We best head back and lock ourselves inside. We do not want to get caught outside with when those violent beasts do their thing. Merchants who were getting ready to open their stalls closed right the fuck back up and locked themselves inside, while children who were about to leave were quickly ushered indoors by their parents. The Heisho may indeed wield terrifying power, but it almost seems like they were somewhat overreacting. It need not be mentioned that the roosters were hardly the most powerful or the most fear-inducing beasts of the Heisho, but no resident of Hongwan found this behavior odd. Everyone in Hongwan knew that if roosters walk the streets, an all-out war must be broken out somewhere in Hongwan. By the time we get to Xiaoling's room, they'll probably start turning the lights off in Hongwan. So why'd the Lord choose us for this mission? Nighttime's usually for snakes and hares. No reason to hide it and be all covert, that's why. I'm not complaining. Haven't you been getting tired of fighting amongst ourselves, sinking our claws into our own? That's true. Roosters have very little to do in times of peace. At most they'd be summoned as guards, but even then, no one would really aim to give them an excuse to actually go all out. But not this master. Xiaoling of the Shi family, huh? Isn't he a member of H Corp? The other board members won't be happy to hear this, I'm sure. Maybe our lord's planning something big. The cocks are out in Hongwan, it's time for war. I won't mind being used and discarded as pawns so long as I get discarded in a battlefield. But I'm pretty sure
He's ripping his cock out.
But I'm pretty sure our current lord wouldn't waste us like that. I guess so. He sure is something, I'll give him that. The way he wields the other branches is certainly a sight to behold. Still, I do hope the board of directors fights back. If they do, they'll be sending soldiers of their own, right? Ah, it's so exciting. I've always wanted to be in a fight after fight after fight. Befitting the station of a member of the board, the room we walked into was awe-inspiringly wide and impossibly tall, to the point where they could hardly gauge the distance between ground and top. But none of it deterred the child. He giddily grabbed his weapon and marched on. The Lord commanded that this was to be an extermination, so let's sweep from floor to floor. Towards the absolute joy of battling that awaited him. God, Battle Junkie Sinclair is very peculiar.
He has that bloodlust in him. He's got that cock in him.
This should be more than enough defenses, right? Sir, your room is filled from top to bottom with all kinds of deadly traps. Not even serpents or hares would find this easy to infiltrate. You only have to survive until the motion of no confidence is put to a vote, and flee through the secret Sir, it's an emergency! It's the roosters! The game fowl are rising to this floor! What? Oh, look. Everyone's here. Indeed, it seems that they triggered every trap on their way up to here. See, this is how I agree that you should be doing trap find. Everybody has trap find 100% at level 100. You just have to be confident. The flock of roosters standing by the door were practically torn to shreds, their skin and flesh cut to ribbons and hanging loose, their feathers broken and bloodied. But their bloodshot eyes only burned with mad ferocity. The pain and struggle only seemed to invigorate them as their every move seemed to be practically vibrating with excitement. Those mad roosters can't be negotiated with, sir. You gotta run! The soldier moved to attack, but they were no match for the battle-high roosters. Even when they were somehow able to lodge a battle axe in their shoulders, their thrashing only grew wilder. When their legs were broken, they would drag themselves across the floor with their arms just to get another hit in. The mad dance of roosters finally met their match, only after most of the soldiers were wiped out. They're the fabled roosters, huh? A sizable, rather expensive-looking workshop gear swept the room, and in a blitz turned two overzealous roosters to mush. Perhaps they saw a glimmer of hope. The survivors all ran to hide behind the honored guests of the house. I thought the family hierarchy war was over. Or am I a little behind on the news? Just protect us! Save us and we'll make it worth your while! Please! Looks like I'll be pulling some emergency contract fees tonight. Alright, come get... Huh? He confidently stepped forward, only to be flabbergasted. None of the roosters were going after him. He swung his weapons, crushed a rooster's leg, but none of them even batted an eye in his direction. The roosters weren't going after him. They were obsessively going after the family and their soldiers.
Play for the objective.
You damn chicken shits, come here! Fight me! I'm sorry, we roosters don't want a good fight. We're just looking for more. That's all. The guest, despite his efforts, was only able to protect just one or two major members of the family, but he could not stop the massacre that took place. In a chaotic storm of blades, dozens of lives were lost, and the flaming swords of the roosters burned up any hiding places to ash. Indeed, the roosters weren't looking for a good fight. They were looking to get in as many as they could. To drench themselves in the hottest clashes, the fighting roosters would turn away from the mighty, and instead go to seek different battlefields. But one of them, the child, was staring quietly into the guest's eyes with an indiscernible look before slowly walking up to him. By this point, the guest was hyperventilating, his arms tired and hanging by his side. The trembling in his legs seemed to suggest that he was barely standing. And then he realized that the look in the child's eyes had changed to that of a hunter eyeing his prey. If you really were so strong that you would prove too much for the roosters, then you wouldn't have been staring at our flock, you would have been met by a tiger.
That's me!
Our new lord's particularly good with wielding the Heisho. Let's spark the blood flame blade. Ah, I see we're a Elden Ring. The guest barely managed to parry the child's strike away, but that single clash was enough for him to realize that he was spent, that he couldn't handle even a single rooster. He turned tail, abandoning those he agreed to protect, but one of the roosters on the ground, whom he had thrashed to mulch earlier, suddenly came to and grabbed his ankle. Let go, damn it! Let go! As for the rest, the child barely had to do anything. The roosters high on blood and battle were dancing in an endless party of death. Hold on. I surrender! Feed me a worm! Make me write a contract! Whatever your lord wants! Oh, but we can't do that. Once the blood flame blade begins to burn, I can hardly let it go out. Want to know something? The sword keeps itself burning via the friction of blood against oil. Which means we can't stop the bloodshed. Perhaps the child's master would have taken the guest under his wing. He was capable, after all. But unfortunately for him, the child and his flock of roosters weren't thinking about something so grand as the future of Hong Wan. They were just happy to kill. God, the blood fire blade just reminds me of a fucking villain from Rurouni Kenshin, whose sword catches on... What's up?
You just, the one fact that they just love cockfighting.
Fuel my rampage. Yeah, this is the first time we've seen two damage effects next to each other.
I mean, we've seen bleed rupture.
Blupture.
Oh yeah, true. Blupture does exist. god, I gotta get some more shards. Damn it.
Blupture and Burpture?
Burpture?
Burn Rupture.
Ah. Where is... There you are. I need 50, so 20? Egg. Ugh. And now I'm slowly starting to run out of thread for my over-aggressive updating. Now, do I have enough EXP is the question. Just barely. We going broke tonight, boys. Also, Tiger, I had the worst fucking extended mirror dungeon today. I was forced to take final power up, base power up, and coin power up. Like, I didn't have a fucking choice.
That sucks.
Fucked up. Highwing had to not hit win rate.
I couldn't even get past, like, floor 8 because everything was throwing 35s casually.
The fucking cheerful music in the middle of, like, the tense rescue mission.
Oh shit, I forgot to change Sinclair. Oh, it took! Okay. I'm assuming Sinclair works the same way as the other ones where you want to use his defensive skill first.
Probably.
It's likely.
Passes. When activating sensitive command, can be staggered. Oh, defensive skills, I want to see. Yeah, yep, gain 3 blood flame. Oh, and we already have another Heisho pack to go with. And the question is, yep. It's kind of weird how the hares need to counter to get their buff, but the snakes are like, ah, fuck it. I could deal with it once
I'm not feeling it today. I'll just stand over here.
I don't need to actually card.
It also just feels so weird for Hong Lu to be deep voiced.
We're just so used to the weenie Hong Lu. What does Spouse give for the co-op attack?
Hong Lu takes less damage.
Oh. That's okay, but yeah, I can see what you mean.
Considering how a lot of his passive is basically like, I don't die, idiot.
충분히 좋은 성과인걸요?
맞아. 잠깐 들뜨는 것도 나쁘진 않지.
I mean, Hong Lu is actually kind of fragile.
누구 하나 살려고 하지 마. 그림자 속으로 가라앉게.
Thanks, Otis.
선물 만들고 도구 연습만 하는 것이요?
It is a shame that we're not seeing the Death Rights proc, because I think that's like the coolest animation. Holy shit, look at Sinclair go! The new Yi saying is insane. Yeah, I'd love to pull him. Said I got a chicken over here.
아직 이 사건은 끝나지 않았어.
그래도 이 정도면 충분히 좋은 성과인걸요?
Oh yeah, I forgot to adjust one other thing.
나쁘진 않지.
Because all I wish to do is inflict pain with announcers.
뒷박질 춤. 자! 숨통 끊기.
Man, I never get to see Ryoshu do that.
기념할 만한 걸.
뭐라니 없으니 더는 못 따라나.
그쪽 방향이 아닐 텐데.
하늘이 갑자기 확 돌아갔네? 솔직하게 말해서 한 번에 이렇게 강한 공격을 할 줄은 모르고 아주 옛날에 만든 기계를 가지고 왔거든. 뭐 정확한 수치는 몰라도 아무튼 대단한 공격을 성공한 거.
Ugh, that's a nasty looking clash.
길 좀 막지 마.
Man, these guys are kind of fucking strong.
예상대로 적은 완벽히 제압했네.
이제 조금 더 진상에 다가갈 수 있겠군요.
불가 위야. 막아내지 못해.
Ryoshi, I really need you to win your clashes.
튀울 수도 없겠구나.
길에서 비켜.
고작 이 정도 탕류의 허덕이나.
The only issue I have with like
이걸로
the Heisho pack is that it's fucking. It seems like their animations are fucking nigh incomprehensible half the time.
다른 분들도 수고 많으셨네요.
Look, it's not wuxia if you're not doing at least 3 flips between every sword slice.
피를 남겨.
Yeah,
핏물질
I guess.
뿐이지만 세월이 지나면 홍호는 그제야 알게 되겠지.
Oh,
이 홍로가
oh, they kept that.
바꾼
Oops. Oh yeah, so we want to change.
What do you mean they kept that?
군주가 나선
일 들어왔네.
May have done a mirror dungeon before this.
Oops.
명을 받듭니다.
죽음께서
Well,
의로움을
spoilers, I guess.
어디서
이제야 보는 눈은 있네요.
I got context, I guess.
여기서 저만큼 유능한 인재는 흔치 않죠.
Well, you can't even tell by the portrait, but I saw that and I was just like, oh, fuck.
필두.
I do need to cultivate more, which is why I've been in open sewer. What better way to cultivate than being in, like, Slavic hell living? First thing
I've been cultivating it in Uma Musume. Speaking of Uma Musume,
the first thing I noticed upon entering the room was that it was hot and muggy with the heat of battle, also evidenced by corpses of Sea Branch Heisho torn wildly about the room. Who's that? Wei?
Centaur.
I'm going to win the Arima Kinnon.
Bakushin! Also, man, they really, like, give a lot of the human part here, because, like, it seems like he's centaur below the knees, which is wild to me. A bloodied beast rises ponderously from the ground, its gaze rising to meet ours. Wait. Wei? Hold on, his eyes! Something's definitely off here. He's not looking at us, he's... Rudia cuts off abruptly, having noticed that something didn't feel right. Away. Away with you. The hooves intermittently kicked the ground with anticipation and aggression. What happened here? Did the Heisho make it to the exam hall? Limbless snakes dare trespass. Your hideous coils. I'll crush them to mulch under high hooves. You're Wei, right? He's completely lost it. I'll ground your filthy scales to dust! I don't know if Project Moon did this on purpose, but they had to have known, right?
Had to have known what?
That everyone would turn him into an Uma Musume.
Yeah.
Also, the wild part, his clashes are like reasonable?
Imagine entering this node and just finding Harurara.
Die, weakling!
The actually scary one would be Divine Gold Chip.
Yeah, gold ship. Sorry, everybody, we're not winning. We're not winning this.
Oh shit, it's the red strife!
불가.
Oh, he's a negative he's a negative character.
Yeah, it's just
Truly
a-
anything to avoid training.
It's just a horse, one horse. And how bad could he be? You see, there's no way. You see, Goshi just it's already
Destroying
in the
gold
air.
ship.
Goship's already in the air, about to drop kick Heathcliff, and she has like 5 minutes on each side.
See, I just see this and I just imagine Wei going, "Here, family hierarch, I brought you a gift. Pipe bomb."
I'm going to put a
선물은
an image in stream discussion.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. 5 carrots. Ain't that a son of a bitch? Well, it seems like all the Heisha are ready to go, so I can just, like, throw all of the ults in front of him, can't I? For, like, this really big moment, this feels, like, really subdued, honestly. But I guess they didn't want to, like, make a fight in, like, an Intervalio a real shit wrecker. I see glaring angrily at the fucking vampire one.
No, it couldn't be that. It couldn't be like a horrible fight. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Last intervalo.
That should be fine, since Greg apparently doesn't want to clash today. Fuckface.
날개를 펼치고 시비수에게 발톱을 걸어. 이 아들 숨쉬는 자.
Yeah, this is the only fight I had issues with in this Intervalio.
Really? Because I feel like the She Boys were a lot more threatening, because they were throwing like 22s.
정상값이네.
Let's just say that if you start losing clashes, you really start losing clashes.
Oh, I noticed he's acting a lot like Bamboo Hat.
I had to redo this in Superbia Fluid Sack first round.
제대로 꽂혔는데.
Just to kickstart my sanity.
Oh, Faust's Fluid Sack.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised because his best coin is 12.
You would think that.
공원을 지켜라.
Oh, Lord's Guard. I was wondering what the fuck that was.
얼른 끝내고 밥 먹으러 가자고.
He starts getting like base power up if you start losing clashes is the issue.
Ah, and I'm noticing he's getting offense level up.
Yeah.
But it's still manageable. Like, the best he's gotten so far is a 13.
Well, I guess I'm the fucking idiot then. Because
I think you're just unlucky.
yeah, I got unlucky, lost clashes. Then all of a sudden he's throwing out 17s and everything is fucking impossible.
Though I am noticing that somebody doesn't want to fucking play ball today, asshole. Okay, so something is being thrown at Greg. I'm not hallucinating. Greg, everybody's sitting here at like above 5 initiative. Greg's at 3.
No, the Malbranch are an outlier.
Yeah, true. But Rhodey is fucking keeping pace.
Well, her job is be quick. She's a delivery.
I wouldn't say be quick, I would say be on time. Take it easy on Greg. He's had a hard life. What is going on with Ryoshu? Concussion. When hit, take plus 30 damage for every stack. Ugh.
My head whore.
What is that new icon with the exclamation points?
So they added in a hint system that's, hey fucker, read!
Oh, so it's just an indicator of this is important, this is very important, put the fucking controller down.
Yeah, if you look over at Wei,
Yeah,
And
because
like
one of
read
his
his
attacks
passives.
has, there we go. This one.
Yeah, read what this does.
Skills. I actually kind of like that, but like when I was reading it, it says, oh, it's giving the attack weight one. Okay, that's why I was confused. Prioritize the target with the least tremor. If target doesn't have tremor, base power -5. And then if
There's also a very important passive you should be reading.
passive. I will trample and crush you. If the unit has Strider Woo, inflict a concussion against the main target when Tremor Burst is triggered. If they have Strider Woo, gain recoiling when hitting a skill that triggers Tremor Burst. Recoiling. Oh, yeah, that's smart. This is really good, honestly. Like, this
Yeah,
is...
so basically, if he triggers that Gloom skill against somebody who has no tremor, he's going to lose his Strider Woo, or at least a stack of it.
And, oh, he has 3 at the moment. Fuck.
And he just gets to keep it.
I don't have any tremor on me, I don't think.
날개를 펼치고
Yeah, this is a really good quality of life ad. I'm actually really impressed. I wonder if they heard my complaints about fucking, oh, what's his name? The Gunblade guy. Leihang.
Hang.
Yeah, because I was bitching about how Leihang was fucking incomprehensible. Oh no, I can cast.
By the way, whoever that is staggered next turn. I can't tell if that's Ryoshu or Otis.
That was Ryoshu. I didn't realize getting hit after being concussed is an auto stagger.
Getting 3 concussion is an auto stagger.
Does that thing add concussion?
Well, it tremor burst 4 times.
Oh yeah. That's why you're supposed to read.
약점이 뻔히 보이는
아닐 텐데.
See, this is the sad thing about Greg. Looking at his fucking skill go, boop, I do nothing.
그치.
Yep, there it is.
술렁술렁 지내는 나라도 집중하기 마련이야. 다 잘해왔는데.
So, second from the right, I have to take priority over.
세 번은 생각해봐.
And Honglu has no clashes on him. That also means somebody's gonna get hit with a one-sided attack. Faust needs her skill up. $17. How did that get more? No. Well, I do have a big dick skill. There we go. Okay, problem solved. We could probably just leave that attack alone, unless it causes a tremor burst, which it doesn't look like it does. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting to change the announcers to True Torture. Been a while, how's Limbus Company? Well, it's wuxia as fuck at the moment. But yeah, how's it going, Shy Guy? It has certainly been a while, hasn't it? Time to watch this insanity.
혈압도 바로.
Ah, he's got the sicko mode voice.
선물 만들고 도구 연습만 하는 것이요?
Now the question is, will those tremor bursts stagger me or not? How'd she get her skill 3 up?
금방 끝내고
Who cares? You win.
그치?
Do I?
Beat his ass.
Well, let me just review something real quick. Does anybody else on the team have multi-hits?
Faust.
Oh yeah, true. I never think about this because I only really want to do it with what's it called? Tremor.
Lasso.
Oh, lasso.
Lasso also.
Right. That the entire gimmick of this team, right? I know Greg has one, but it's like it takes a lot. Yeah, we'll use the Greg one instead because that one is nasty. I think that's about it for the best damaging egos. And now for a Jolly Johnson's Honglu goes from evil to princely.
달려가면 역시 여기 숨어 있었네요.
좋아. 이번에는 제대로 들어가.
There goes your Raptor stack. Womp womp.
You can't really control, like, that's kind of the problem I've always had with Limbus, is that you can't really control what you want to do. You just kind of have to work with what you've been given. So I don't really, like, fret over losing, like, stacks of stuff. I've seen people do ridiculous stacks of damage with Greg, and I don't know how they do it.
Sinking.
I mean, absolutely, but, like, even with sinking, I peaked at, like, what? 500 damage when I've seen people head into, like, the 3,000s.
Well, for one, plus going power up also applies to that. So if you get it from from Edgar Greg.
How does Gregor get it?
Gregor eats a little bit of sinking to gain. Yeah. Yeah, look. We're just here for the hype moments in Aura.
I mean, yeah, naturally.
Also, I really like this song.
It's a pretty good moment of, oh shit, this is actually kind of dire. Also, this is really fitting for the scene we saw during, like, the training montage, when Wei unlocked his power level.
The fucking... what's that one fucking, like, Mahjong manga where they're fighting Super Aryan Hitler?
Oh, I don't know.
The Legend of Koizumi?
Yes.
Ah. There's a lot of things you could go into to dissect how to play this game, Shy Guy. But the long and short of it is that you're given 2 attacks to choose from. You pick the best one for the circumstances and fucking pray.
And the camera zooms so far out that you can't fucking see what's happening.
Basically. Get his ass, Greg. Man, he's still alive. What the hell?
기사님, 기사님. 재료가 곧 상할 거라움. 선물도 못 만둠. 비상.
Oh, also, Rhodia's about to... Rhodia's in
I
trouble.
mean, at this point, just pile onto him.
Yeah, it's basically just one-sided attack. I'm just surprised that a fight took this long.
급승료, 뜀박질 중. 이제 깨치시게.
좋아.
Smack that
이걸로
horse.
사건 해결.
전개가 예상되는 3추 소수준의 전투였군.
다른 분들도 수고 많으셨네요.
Hey, you alright? My lady, she's in there. Please, you must. Listen, bud, you're not looking so good. That nasty wound Lei Hung gave you is starting to bleed again. Shichun's Haitian will be here soon. Stay here and wait for their arrival. Don't you worry about a thing, Mr. Wei. Shichun's gonna be okay. Totally. Did you forget who taught her? If only she hadn't chosen me then. She could have achieved such heights She could have risen much higher than where she is now. Wei's eyes shook restlessly, lost in the streams of past. Don't you already know this, Mr. Wei? Shichun became the hierarch to transform Hongwon into a nest that serves its lowest.
오늘 부끄럽지 않았습니다.
Dang, Sinclair, putting in work. But then again, you get that buff, don't you?
더 떳떳이 살아갈 수 있겠군요.
The Master.
Guess who it is?
Oh, this bitch. You were a cool teacher. Fuck off.
Hey, he's doing it to get paid. Got paid off his tab somehow.
It was you? You're her final exam? If you were gonna kill me anyway, why didn't you just take me out from the get-go instead of wasting all this time teaching me, pretending to be my master? I'd hardly deem the hours spent in joy as wastes, would you? Well, I'm not even surprised. The gun one's full of backstabbers anyway. Don't ever trust anyone who approaches you first. It's a saying has saved a lot of lives in Hongwon and the city. Normally, those type of people wait until my guard is down to strike. You've had plenty of opportunities to kill me during those classes. I gotta say, I forgot a bit of my edge when I was swinging those sticks. One who hired me handed me, along with my payment, a silken bag of dried wolf's bane. So you were hired to poison me. Why didn't you? Why would I use that to claim my pupil's life, when I could use it to pay off my tab and buy me a few bottles of quality booze at the local Kazan, which I did. They're precious enough to sustain 3 generations of family, huh? What? My life has thus been one of rivers and footpaths, drifting hither and thither as the currents took me. A meaningless life of having gained nor left nothing. And wouldn't you know it, this kid, who's going to be the next hierarch, for the first time in the history of the family hierarchs I've seen, refused the true master of Hongwon.
Interesting that he knows that.
Those with vision of the future of Hongwon would grip the land as though it belonged to them. And Hongwon, trapped in the grasp of a series of intrepid individuals, grew dark and suffocating. The other people, who seemed to have been included in the lessons as nothing more than an extra, may as well have forced the lesson out of me. And after a while of frolicking with the bumbling hierarch and a particularly nasty pupil, it seems that I shared all I know with the both of you. Hey. Despite the present circumstances, my lessons have all been without a speck of falsehood. Come then. Never once have I taught a pupil who would fall at such a place. And if you do, I guess you weren't a pupil of mine anyway. I like this a lot, this is cool.
중요한 건 내가 어떤 사람인지.
Oh, this is a good litmus test. Like this is like the payoff of, hey, what you've been doing this whole time with her.
Alright, how cool did you make her?
I made her pee. I should show off how I made her. 5th form of the first skill, 5th form of the second skill. Oh wow, 5th form on everything. Adept evasion, redirected counter. Hierarch of Hongwon, Inner Self, Widening Knowledge, Spirit of the Fixers, Tianya Sword, How to Survive, Apathetic Response, Prisoner of War Torture Techniques, Reassured Heart, God of Gambling, My Bestie and My Rival, Bursting Strike, Breaking Siphon, Banana Bolus, Jingang Bolus. I think I only missed Greg and no, I didn't miss Ishmael. Who did I miss? I know I missed one other person. Also, her stats were 700, 700, 1000.
Mine's cooler.
Yeah, because I kept missing pairings when I was doing it, so I knew this wasn't optimal. I do like the cutaways, though. It's... Hello? What was that, young lady? Also, why can't we have this for Ishmael? I want this!
You see, Zishmael is specifically Zichin before this training arc, so...
Yeah. But I want her.
Oh man, imagine if we had this Zichin for fucking Dulcinea.
Yeah, instead of her feeding all the vampires, good lord.
Oh.
Oh, new technique. Also, Faust in this training arc was really funny.
I blew my face up.
How did that happen? I like the Heathcliff Faust pairing of actually quite similar.
One brain cell gang.
No, this victory screen is good.
Good job, Yisang.
You did it, buddy.
늦겠다. 뛰자.
Oh wow, we're probably gonna finish this really quickly. Fuck. But first, we gotta go through an ambush. I also keep forgetting to change the announcers to my sick, wicked plan.
날개를 펼치고 발톱을 걸어 도끼를 보낸다.
완벽한 한 발.
Deep voiced Hong Lu is so disorienting.
It's kind of cursed.
길을 열어. 제대로 꽂혔는데.
Nicest guy you know looks at you goes, I'm going to fucking kill you.
어이쿠, 너희가 결국 저 녀석을 완전히 정지시켜 버렸어.
I love the yapper.
방법을 써서 정지시킬 수도 있었겠지만
He just won't shut the fuck up.
그것도 즐거움이야.
Ugh. These clashes kind of blow. Wow. Where is Faust at in this line? There we go.
흑수묘,
시비수에게
뒷박질춤.
이야 숨쉬지 마. 하나 살려보지 마라.
하늘이 갑자기 확 돌아갔네? 솔직하게 말해서 한 번에 이렇게 강한 공격을 펼치는 그리고
그게 바로 핵심 증거라고.
정확한 수치는 몰라도 아무튼 대단한 공격을 성공한 거네. 자부심을 갖고 있는
Oh my god, they're talking over each other.
Mm-hmm. And this is not the worst it could be.
You could add fucking magical girl.
No. Well, yes, but no. That actually makes my nefarious plan even worse. Oi, my ear.
You'll add Angela.
Wow. Oi, what the fuck?
You good?
Someone is talking very positive things about me, and I don't know why.
Huh?
You never heard the saying of if your ears are itching, left ear is all right, right ear is spite. It's an old saying that I grew up with.
Huh.
흑수묘, 뒷박질춤.
But man, my left ear was violently itching.
Same here. I guess people are saying nice things about me.
Yes, this thing of oh great, oh yay! I can't wait for my ears to be tortured.
너희가 결국 저 녀석을 완전히 정지시켜 버렸어. 뭐 나라면 너희보다는 좀 더 고차원적인 방법을 써서 정지시킬 수도 있었겠지만 가끔은 이런 나이 것에 공격을 보는 것도 즐거움이야.
What the hell? Do I need like a Q-tip or something? It's time for Sicko Sinclair. Let's go. Wait. Oh, it's an AoE. Wow. It also does like no fucking damage.
와, 엄청난 공격이었어. 기나마한 걸.
It's an unfocused volley is the thing.
Ah.
So it's fake AoE.
Greg, I wish that skill was better.
와우, 벌써 재료를 저기까지 손질해둔 것이오. 오늘 공장 일찍 문 닫을 수 있을 것 같지요.
I love the skill of Hong Lu points at someone, they fucking get bit.
불가 위야.
I mean, it's kind of a waste against that guy, but...
틈틈
Look, I do this just to look cool.
약점이 명백해. 평면적.
이렇게 간단하면 김새는데 추리하는 맛이 안 나잖아.
그림자 속으로 가라앉게.
좋아. 이번에는 제대로 들어갔어.
It's a shame we didn't get like a fire death right or something.
저 혈육도 바로 보려내라.
정상 같아. 사실 그 상황에선 그런 정도로 부를 게 없었지, 그치?
이런 건 몽둥이가 야.
Almost, guys, but Rodeo finished the job.
좋아.
Good
이걸로
job, girl.
전개가 예상되는 삼추 소수진의 전투였군.
다른 분들도
또 한 줄 길을 남겼군. 핏물진 길일 뿐이지만
Why did they make my man so scary?
홍호는 그제야 알게 되겠지.
What Aura does to a motherfucker.
무얼 박.
I'm going to Aura Farm in the background. Oh shit, okay. Boy, howdy does it pain me to do this. How do I clear them? I guess I just can't, I have to do it manually. Let's go with Herbert,
필요해? 너희
Magical Girl,
정의의 이름으로
Angela,
환영합니다. 관리자님.
and for the Whiplash, Virgil. No one will
Maximum yapping.
No one will shut the fuck up. I'm kind of surprised that, like, none of the Heisho or Honglu get, like, a bonus prize here, but, like, I guess it makes sense since it is Sinclair and quote-unquote Shichun's chapter.
뜀박질 시간.
중요한 건 내가 어떤 사람인지 알게.
Oh, this is cool as fuck, though. Oh, wait.
It's not Wuxia without a battle that's been going on for several hours.
Though, wow, we're kind of struggling, apparently.
So yeah, Greg's ability was a plus 10 SP bonus at the start of the fight.
Oh, that would have been nice.
Really would have.
I'm surprised that this one starts so dire. The bait's helping, though. Wow, he ramped the fucking Helen back. Though she's not taking any damage, so I think this is just a cinematic.
I mean, you have the correct skills to make it so that she fucking nanomachines Sun her way out of everything.
Probably.
She literally has 10 protection now.
Oh yeah, huh? How the fuck did that happen?
지도자라면 동료를 포기하지 않아.
The negative sanity
That
makes this-
sanity's a bit of an issue, though.
Yeah. I don't know how we're gonna get out of this.
The correct answer is don't get into this situation in the first place.
Basically. Yeah, she's still taking damage, but like... I don't know how she's gonna endure these clashes.
She's mostly just taking damage from bleed.
Oh yeah, because she's been having bleed stacks on her and forced to roll.
꽃처럼 화려한 바람처럼
Is the objective to beat him here? Because like,
벌처럼 날
that'd be really awkward if I just, you know, simply
더
can't.
이상 두렵지 않아.
When I
The answer is that you got unlucky at the start of the fight and lost your clashes. And also, you should have trained with Greg more.
do I just restart this because I was just given a bad hand? That's wild.
Shrug.
Is this Libby?
꽃처럼 화려한
Or you could just win your clashes.
Yeah, but Shichun has an uphill battle to go. I like the concept of training up to where you could do this, but like, there are some things about Limbus's model that make this kinda awkward.
Oops.
Now, that's impressively sneaky. So they're not beasts of Hong one for nothing, huh? Just had to get between me and my pupil's spar. Master, wait, you've been working for Yuan Shun the whole time? Haven't you known me long enough by now to tell? Brief as our acquaintance has been, my service is to no one but the bottle. Have all 12 masters squeezed into battle and things were just starting to get interested is quite discourteous, don't you think? Yeah, and a master backstabbing his people isn't? Just as Sinclair and the Night Drifter were locked in an argument. The Heisho beasts who followed us into the room swung their purple arms at Shichun without hesitation. The slithering serpent arm which suddenly extended into a considerable length. Haven't I already given you due complaint, my friends? We're stopped inches from her neck by the Night Drifter's arm, biting him instead. That's a potent venom. I can already feel it spreading. Listen here, snakes. Haven't I done you courtesy enough? Go back to your holes. I'll even give you an excuse you can give to your lord. Say you had to withdraw as the Night Drifter of the Drunken Path got in your way. We served the same client. Might as well let me take all the blame for your failures, huh? Man, they say fucking nothing. Fine. And then think you'd listen to someone who doesn't even hold your leash. Too bad, too bad. Well, I suppose this should at least make for a fair fight, with our teachers being here and all. Phew. I don't ever recall teaching to make a face like that in front of an enemy. Fine. It's not like stopping one attack makes you our ally. At least one of my peoples knows what she's talking about. Maybe I'll open myself a humble wugon here in Hongwon once this is over.
단순해서 좋군.
구분 수감자.
Oh, she's in fucking trouble.
좋은 성과를 갖고 돌아온다면 달고 짭짤한 걸.
Oh,
The good news is that she should have a much easier time against the Heisho.
is there a auto lose condition? Does she not have a passive listing? Oh, there we go. I know she has, like... I know she has an auto-res, so I'm not worried about that, but I'm wondering what the auto-res does. This encounter, when the unit takes nullified damage, they can't go below 1 for the turn. Okay, so it's...
Unrelenting.
Yeah, which means I gotta get her health up somehow.
Only have to attack.
I do, but I have to get the resources for it. Where is Shichun going? She's going at a Veil Striker. Yikes! Oh, he's starting at 45, no wonder. Oh, that's balls. Is this still a city? Yes. It's just that there are 26 districts, and we have basically entered the Wuxia district. Y'all is kinda ass, wow. What did you do to 40 at Otis? What is that? It's green slash?
얘기해. 배달 시간 끌면 위험해서.
주군께서 찾아오시는 건
I guess Otis is the best at taking the brunt there.
말씀하십시오.
Plus it'll allow me to activate her Clash anyway, so... The enemy has 12 attacks to your 8. That's why 4 of them go to auto-defend. Because it's a weird algorithm of realizing we have way too many attacks, let's tone it down a bit.
Yep, more.
What was that?
We can have more. Just give them everybody the Runa speed dice. Everybody have 6 turns.
Oh, wait a minute. I know a way I could actually fix this. Let's clear this out real quick. We could course correct this a little bit. Alright, that's still hopeless. Jitchun's still not being controllable is kind of a missed opportunity. It wouldn't fuck with the UI too much, honestly. Like, I can see why they did that. Just not make it a headache and let her be automatic with all the skill buffs she got. What was that? Dodge 27? Fucking hell, no way, dude. These are all clash counters.
불가 위야 막아내지 못하리. 좋아, 구조를 파악했어.
Ah, Sinclair, come on.
이런 일에 흔들리면 안 돼.
It's a good thing I realized I could just fluid sack.
이 전투는 승리할 거예요.
It's also a shame I don't have Don Quixote here, because I feel like that fluid sack would also be pretty spicy. Oh, 1 damage away from fucking stagger. Man, we got a real piss poor start. Ooh, buddy. You are clashing smart. Well, we have to figure this shit out. God, do I just throw another fluid sack? Especially when this guy is handily messing us up.
It could be his offense level.
Yeah, it's like 9 levels above ours, but he has no buff in that regard.
Check his level.
Oh, he's just higher level than us.
Yeah, this fight really relies on if you get a good start, and that relies on you raising a good position.
And I feel like I did, I just got some really unfortunate coins. I feel like this is the problem child. Actually, that has a lot more swords than any of our UI elements for Pride. Man, still can't clash that. What the heck? I can have Rhodia just take out one of those guys at least. His offense is down to 50, 55 because of the status. No, it is not. Because right now he is, his skills are swinging for at level 69. Oh, we can't just do another one. We might just have to run more stasis just to even the battlefield. I can't believe I actually had to use this. This is wild. And it barely levels things out. Mainly because I haven't drawn any good cards. Actually, yeah. I also don't like using this thing because it just kills the audio.
We are now underwater.
Is that a staggered Faust? I think it is. Also, wow, he has 39 Rupture on him. I just have to land hits. Like, I get why it does this, but it's... I don't approve of it. Get his ass, Greg. It also doesn't help that we can't get Honglu revved up. Because Honglu kind of really wants his what's it called? His skill 3 ready to go.
너무 이른 타이밍이긴 하겠지만 이 전투가 성공적으로 끝나면 모두의 희생을 기리며 축배를 드는 것도 나쁘지 않겠죠.
Who's fighting this? Oh, she has a new skill. Oh! Oh shit! I know what that is!
He's using the move!
That's really funny. Why are we naming techniques? That's dumb. But it's tradition. Alright, fine, I'll give it a name.
Doing the
This
move
name
and she's doing it hard.
Yeah. I do gotta admit, I kinda really dig this old dirty bastard.
Dirty in the literal sense, not the figurative sense.
This should do a boatload of damage since we meet the conditions for a death, right? Damn! Why was it Sinclair second?
효율적인 대처로 개체를 꿰뚫었습니다. 참고로 기계는 입에 발린 말 따위 쉽게 하지 않아요.
사실 그 상황에선 그런 공격밖에
God, the announcers are just non-stop talking.
하늘이 갑자기 확 돌아갔네? 솔직하게
Well,
말해서
you did this to yourself.
강한 공격을 할 줄은
I sure did.
옛날에 만든 기계를
Holy shit!
뭐 정확한 수치는 몰라도 아무튼 대단한 공격을 성공한 거네. 자부심을 가져도 좋겠어.
시간 끌지 말고.
Ah, second stagger gives us the win condition. He was certainly a powerful foe, despite the casual way with which he carried himself. We'd already experienced a hint of his strength then, when he invaded our room during the family hierarch war, and swiftly took out his target before leaving. There are slithering noises coming from above. More Heisho. We can't fight him and the She branch off at the same time. But if we tried to create distance between us and where the Sea branches are waiting to strike, the Night Drifter will definitely try to exploit that opening. Considering that we had to keep Shichun safe, I wasn't sure how much longer we could hold out here. Is it hard to recall your training outside your lessons? Remember that your gaze's form as well. Your enemies will take notice if you don't stop constantly eyeing at the door like a novice. See? The snakes have already mobilized to close the exit. Ah, you're stalling until the Heisho packs arrive. Your strategy and thoughts are plain as day. I see. That's why. These snakes are so impatient to complete the deed and slink back into their holes. The Night Drifter produced another tree branch from his clothes and quickly cast it towards the doorway behind which the Heisho were gathered. And with a thwack, the heavy root atop the large door instantly crumbled, burying it and blocking off the snakes from entering. It was as though he hit an invisible weakness in the brickwork. I thought I'd given you snakes enough warning to head back! What are you doing? Why? The bumbling hierarch's promise to bring real change to Hong One has given rise to a certain intrusive thought that was put to sleep long ago. Once upon a time, a blade fiend of an infamous syndicate earned himself the hollow honor of joining the 10 Blades of the East. Yet, what use is all that if you could not prevent his little girl from passing on before her old man on a restructuring day? The world averted its gaze from me, so I looked away in return. Leaving behind my room, my steel, I picked up a simple branch to be my sole companion as I drifted. When I abandoned both my honor and my name, all that remained was a life of living for the sake of living. Nothing more. And I believe the same fate would doubtless come for the rotten land of Hongwon as well, just as it has for this useless drunk, devouring in the surging darkness as the sun falls yonder. Yet, doubt reared its head for the first time. It is the rooster's cry that signals the night's end. Do you see? The sun rises, even in Hongwon. Listen well, your final lesson begins. Emptiness of sound. Keep the venom within, and let it not leave your tongue. Emptiness of form. One who aims to bring change to these lands must do so without the knowledge of curmudgeons too logged in wicked tradition to see a better path. Emptiness of mind. In Hongwon, a land where even the sky lies out of sight, do not let your mind be too transparent. Do not let the Heisho stray from your presence again, not even for a moment. Rule of fear is a detestable thing indeed, yet you will gain nothing by looking like a easy mark. Yes, Master. Now, do what you must! It won't be very coming of the Hierarch to let live a fell assassin who dared to make an attempt at her life. Shichun wordlessly tightened the grip around her fans. Good. Emptiness makes for such a pleasant sight, doesn't it? The Night Drifter grinned, having caught the encroaching scent of death. Oh, this is cool.
He's gonna use the special move.
That would have been real fucking funny if she died.
무형 마지막은 무념.
So, my Zichun didn't get a chance to use that because she just kind of killed him before that.
Then we get a rodeo, or then we get a he flew the ID, but it's this guy.
That was fucking slick. Wow. The Night Drifter stumbled. He smelled of pungent, bitter wine. When the unsieved dregs of old, cloudy wine settle and the bitter life is left behind, the clear, crisp waters shall spring forth, twinkling under the sun's apricity.
Capricity, the warmth of the sun in winter.
The sun will be once warm under the warm sun. Thank you, old man. Oh, God, that was such a good mentor story. Wow, that old fuck ruled. The proof. The incident was quickly swept under the rug as independent actions of an anonymous, unaffiliated assassin known only as the Night Drifter. As he was not registered to any kind of life insurance plan, his body was buried among the many unnamed graves of Hongwon. I hear that there was a rather unsavory incident at the most recent exam. I must say, it is fortunate that no important blood has been spilled during it.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you,
I
fuck
know,
you.
right? Holy shit. A nameless, faceless man infiltrating the living quarters of Dongguanyan. I could only be glad that he met his deserved fate.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Anyone who was at the site could attest to the fact that my guests and I were assaulted by Heisho Branch Shi as well. If anyone's going to be held responsible, don't you agree that the blame should fall squarely on whoever decided to send the snakes to that particular location at that specific time? Big sister? Is that so? Yet they testify under their presence that their presence was only to eliminate the drifter of the night who dare sneak into Dongguanyan.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Earlier than your own pack, even. Yeah, not only did you get me a new master, in your impatience to see my growth, ask the same master to harm me. You've certainly outdone yourself, sister. He was nothing more than a boorish executioner of Hongwan who was willing to do anything for money. I hope you won't be blaming your dear sister for the crime this man has committed independently, out of his own volition. Shichun, I believe this only reinforces my argument that the people of Dagonwan aren't the only people here that believe that you are terribly out of your depth for the task.
Look, whenever Wanshun is talking, just assume that I am just saying fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you in the background.
But, Yuan Shun, I've learned so much thanks to you. Rest assured, I won't ever forget these lessons. I understand that many of you may be unhappy or frustrated with me, but you know what's an undeniable truth? That I am still the legitimate victor of the family hierarchy war. Sure, Big Sister Yan Shun might know more about the details of Hongwan's administration, for now. She might fill your pockets, for now. But in the long run, you know she does not have Hongwan's best interest at heart. Inadequate I may be, I am still the Chief Executive Director here at H-Corp, and you, dear Big Sister, are temporarily visiting from Q Corporation. As its hierarch, I know exactly what Hongwan needs, and I will give the best of my efforts to bring my vision of this land to reality. A place where no one needs to live in fear. A place where no one does not need to project fear. Yes, that is my vision for Hongwan. For H Corporation. I never would have known a month ago that I, Hierarch, had such vast ambitions. She's really saying it. The four great houses and I, we ruled this land. We ruled and knew this land like the back of our hands before you were even a fetus. Indeed, I could tell. I suppose that's why Dagonwan's growth never seemed to stop, while more and more people outside it seemed to be falling to their deaths from their homes with every restructuring day. Don't you know the plastic nature of humanity? People will get used to shadows when heavens are shrouded. So if you won't cooperate with us, we will. No. I'm not the one who needs to cooperate. I'm the hierarch. Besides, your us is done.
She lost the mandate of heaven.
What was that?
She lost the mandate of heaven. Get her.
Respected members of the board, I believe I have clearly explained my will. Forget about all your under-the-table deals, and vote with your hearts. You seem very confident, Shichun. In case you didn't know, winning those exams had nothing to do with guaranteeing the results of the vote of no confidence. Oh yeah? I don't know. At this point, the vote seems to be a mere formality for me. On what grounds? Oh, just a hunch. Not that you'd understand. This is true. With how often she's changing the condition of these tests and votes, we can hardly trust her to be consistent. That is indeed in stark contrast with the hierarch, who promised 30 days of return time and met it precisely on the dot. It's clear which one of these should provide more stability for administrative purposes. Thus the vote of no confidence began. Ah, I must have misjudged her in the past. She's not petty. She knows when to be serious. And I think she's got a good grip on the gravity of war without being consumed by the fear of it. Oh, and she remembered my name. What a punk! With her eloquence, strategic prowess, and boldness, I believe the current family hierarch is well qualified for her position. I also have faith that she will not ill-treat those of lower station than her. If she's got the handle of how to treat the heart of the smallest child, then I believe she has the capacity to tend to the hearts of those larger than as well. While I would be remiss to judge so quickly, she has shown remarkable change and improvement over a short period of time. I say she's somewhat of a rare talent that we mustn't lose so easily. Xijing, Huazhen, Wang Zhao, and King San. Omitted. She's been at the center of all kinds of fun. She's been at the center of all kinds of fun, entertaining events in the world I lost and gained my neck. Just thinking about the amusement she'll bring as the family hierarch. And eventually Xu Pan, who shared her sentiments via a letter, voted against the motion of no confidence. Like I said, mere formality. A state of crisis specifically refers to a situation in which the family hierarch is unable to perform their duties, or is affected by serious physical or mental impairment. I am both of sound mind and body, and I can handle all duties appertaining to the seat of the family hierarch. Which means that your services are no longer needed here, nor where they ever were, dear sister. Don't you think you've more than overstayed your welcome by now? Here I was wondering what you were doing with this ragtag group of half-wit nobodies like your brother. I suppose you didn't spend the whole month lounging around. Very well. Savor this little victory for a while. I understand that it was a significant endeavor for you to attain it. Be safe on your way home, dear sister. And
I'm not owned, I shout as I shrink into a corn cob.
And please, do watch your health. You've always been a sickly child come winter, haven't you? Remember that the only way is down once you've reached the peak.
Yeah.
There goes the perfect opportunity to take control of Hongwan. But our time shall come. Hongwan without the Zhanheng worm will fall behind and get crushed under the wheel of progress. Then, nothing. Bao, you said you spelled nothing from me anymore. Don't let it linger on your heart, little Bao Chai. Crawling in the muck alongside those lousy plebeians must have dulled his senses. Am I even useful to you anymore? Bao Yu won't come back. I can't make him come back. I get that now. At least not... Come with me to Q Corp. Huh? Even my own family has cast me out. What could I possibly do? Have I not given you my word that I can make him return? The strategies of old say that one must stir trouble in the east and strike from the west. Now that trouble has been stirred in H Corp, they will hardly have the wherewithal to fix their eyes upon the goings of Q Corporation. When the time comes...
Virgilius comes back. Alright, everybody, we're going to Q Corp.
That would be really fucking funny.
The other thing is, well, yeah, she said they're not gonna think about us, right? Concu is interesting.
Hey, bitch. When the time comes, your fragrance will spread beyond H Corp to Bao Yu. I trust that he will never sit idly by when danger threatens Shichun. But I have nothing. Poor little Bao Chai. Even you are blinded to the shadows cast by your own lamplight. Allow me to illuminate what you may be to me. Worry not. I am your only remaining light after all, aren't I? Yo, what is
Herman's
this?
going to pick this lady up, isn't she? Also, the drip!
With Shichun watching us with an oddly bashful look, we were prepared for our departure for Dagonwan. Given that Mephistopheles still showed no signs of ever coming back, it seems we would be assigned to various odd jobs around the area for a little while. Not to mention the distortions occurring within H Corp. We're finally leaving this place for real, huh? Shichun, we'll be heading out soon. Yeah, whatever. Get your butts out of here, please. Don't even think about looking back. She exaggeratedly waves her hand to make us leave. Hey, if we ever get the chance... Yeah, fat chance. I'm sure we both had more than our fill of each other for this lifetime. Besides, I'll be too busy to go anywhere for a while anyways. Well then, you ever need our help? Line's always open. Hey, I'm the family hierarch. Who needs whose help now? You truly wear authority well. Speaking of which, you still have to stay here in Hungwon, don't you? You find a place to stay? No, not yet. Why not stay here for a little bit, instead of going out there again and risk getting scammed? Your Hungwon's open, you know? Oh? Oh?
She's so dishonest with herself.
Oh my, for all that get out, go away, and don't even think about coming back. Seems to me you're pretty sad to see us go, ain't ya? Who said that? I'm just extending my generosity and giving you an opportunity to be more efficient. Remember your last attempts at finding lodging here? The whole building melted away. Anyway, I'll let everyone know that your party is free to enter and leave Dagon 1 whenever you want, so use it when you want. After pelting us with that rapid-fire answer without giving us a second to reply, she whipped around and left to join Wei.
Verily, to be an educator of another was a task most daunting.
Did the last even teach a proper class? Oh, don't tell me your class consisted of her showing those figurine collections and forcing the students to sit through another one of them obscure lore summaries. Well, Heath, I'm sure hope you didn't let Sinclair completely walk all over you. I sure hope Rhodia didn't totally get shown up in her own area of expertise. That's, Oi! Smokey with a penchant for abbreviation. How'd your classes go? Did you manage to teach him anything, or did you just abbreviate your way through the whole thing? Man, speaking of which, I don't think I've seen you smoking in a while. NSIF okay. Yeah, no smoking in front of the kids. I remember you saying something about how it's totally against common sense to smoke in front of a kid. Speaking of which, you have some awesome tricks up your sleeve, Ryoshu. I never thought you'd know how to do things like that. People learn when there's a need. Lude posted a pretty great image. Ever since the classes began, Ryoshu started to look far off into the distance with an odd expression. Sometimes she'd hum a melody we hadn't heard before. Bummer we didn't get to sit in on each other's classes. It would have been nice to see different sides of everyone. We're gonna have a lot of shit to talk about once we're back, huh? I really wasn't sure where I could possibly get started. Well, since Shichun's given us the option, let's head back to Yagan 1. You've seen them off with a surprising stoicism, my lady. Haven't you been repeatedly eyeing their departure date on the calendar over and over with a look that could just as well be mournful? That's because I couldn't wait to get those freeloaders off my back. Well, now that now that their company has departed, I suppose peace shall reign over Dagon 1 for a while. My lady, I believe you are now prepared to stand alone against whatever trial may come your way. Yeah, I know. I also know that I'll carry the lessons they've taught me in my heart for a very long time.
I think it would have been devastating for Sinclair if everyone else got to sit in the lessons.
Yeah, right? Also, it's really sad that this didn't end with the "I'm gonna make you barf out that food, you jerks."
Rule of 3.
Yeah, the thing is, when I say that Highwaying is the whole. They will give him so much shit after they will be lacking so much after seeing Rousseau's impression of Sinclair.
Yup, absolutely. Yeah, that was surprisingly longer and shorter than I expected, but still pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
Devastation Canto.
Gimme.
Now will Highway get the ID now?
You know the answer to this, dude.
Hey, you never know.
Well, I should honestly get these. Ugh.
I have so many IDs to train, it sucks.
And I'm guessing the fight with Sensei is the grind fight.
You could, or you can just continue doing your mirror dungeons.
That was a little unresponsive game, but okay. Well, I did just get those 10 pulls. Come on.
Big money, no Emmys?
I would cry every
Womp
time.
womp.
Come on. God, this is so depressing.
Womp womp.
I do have one more 10 pull. A.
Oh.
Neuron activated.
Yes!
군주가 바라는
Yippee!
It only took
Bellboy.
me 80 pulls in my entire depository.
점철되어 있더라도
Surely it's a good thing that you had other Ising identities. Otherwise,
다시
oh yeah, you got it, Bellboy. Damn it!
No, I can.
Now
You can still get
We
those
need-
repeats.
we need somebody to pay Yi Sang's voice actor to sing Uma Pyoi Legend or something.
Bakedon or fuck. What's Bakushin?
The song's so powerful it needed 2 different lyricists.
There's also there are other versions of the song that the West have not gotten access to yet.
Goshi,
There
Goshi,
is-
Goshi.
Yeah, the ghosty version.
I mean,
There's-
let's be
there's
real.
There's
The
another
version that Yi Sang would be singing would be Yi Sang, Yi Sang, Yi Sang. Except it's all different fucking words.
발굽 소리 나거라 모래는 일거라 함성은 메아리 치거라 도망칠
I didn't think they'd go the
길목이거라.
centaur route with Yi Sang, but boy howdy, this is pretty dope.
악신품은 역적 배언했으니
Are you at peace? I ask in this aimless letter without a recipient, for you sailed off on a journey to where my words may never reach. Perhaps your heart is finally at ease, as you have always wished to travel to new lands beyond Dagon One. I have not fared well in your absence. With your passing on, my liberator from the leash of a Heisho, it seemed I had become an outsider to Dagon One overnight. My freedom was already paid for to return to me whence I came. I was an outsider to the Jia family. To let me stay as I had done, making me a man who with his half-freedom was doomed to wander lost in Hongwon. The Soma that was leashed for the better half of his life find the concept of freedom itself alien. The marks left by the leash that once held me itch, thus I brush and scratch through my memories. Perhaps I have ruminated overlong in the forward. I took up the brush today to reminisce upon the memories I shared with the young miss. Let us endeavor in that effort. At the incipience there was a vast field, upon which I galloped. I remember not since when I had begun my galloping, but when my earliest recollection begins, I was already a quadruped, leashed by a master, steered by a saddle to somewhere. Such is the fate of most Heisho. Once it is said and done, the memory that remains burned into our psyche isn't what drove us to become a Heisho. It is our very first memory of our transfiguration. The sensation remains painfully vivid even now, cracking and boiling like my biped legs did, dripping with viscosity as my entrails began to drop, only to be caught by flesh and leather that was mine yet alien. Once it was said and done, I had become hoarse. Yet, no memory of mine thereafter remains nearly as vivid. Instead, they are consistent and colorless. A life led by the reins. Eventually, to the vanguard of the cavalry. I fail to recall exactly what excellence of mine it was that boosted me to the front above all others. Perhaps the answer lies in the sentiment that one of my past leash bearers once shared. That the darkness of my armor The shadows cast upon my impassive countenance kindled the least amount of guilt in him. Why would I, he said, feel any guilt when you are but the storm-like, mindless disaster that strikes indiscriminately? The sentiment was most shameful to be saddled with, yet shame was a foreign feeling then. But I do not hold it in much contempt, as it was exactly what led you to select me. Indeed, it was about then that you, young miss, first held my leash. You were certainly an odd one, even with the benefit of hindsight. How odd it was that you would use the cavalry not to break your foes, but to defend yourself from them. In a few days under your service, I came to conclude that my lord is too feeble to grow her clan. After a few more days under your service, I came to conclude that you had no other Heisho to choose for your tasks. Thus, I assumed that the leash should be changing hands to another in no time. Or so I thought. In about 2 or 3 months, my thoughts changed again. Nay, it found clarity. I came to conclude that what she had sought was in a tool to exploit and cast aside when their usefulness was spent. She was looking for a companion in her adventuring path. That single understanding unlocked so many others. That to bring along an army of hundreds on adventures to bring a great burden, and that to abandon them is foolish. That you found value in what was made yours. Perhaps it was then when I had first begun to address her as my young miss. For many nights to this day I pondered, why did you choose me? As to free a Heisho, an adept at that, and make him her companion exacts a terribly monumental price. There must have been more to it than simply relinquishing her hold over the steeds. I searched through the memories of our exchanges, inscribing them, delving them into the chasm of memories with the items upon which recollections left marks. Allow me to share a supposition of my own in that regard. I recall a memory of a certain day in which you, with your usual attitude, bemoaned a sense of aimlessness as to why you toiled to become the family hierarch, even as you prepared for the evaluation. As that was the bearing with which young miss oft carried yourself, my reply was just quotition. When was it, young miss, that you found most joy in Hongwan? And your reply was, I believe... Huh. What kind of joy is there to be found in Hongwan, anyhow? Thus I replied, perhaps you could strive to become the hierarch so that one day joy may indeed be found in Hongwan. In truth, I knew not the meaning behind the dialogue with you, not until this rumination has found its end today. Your reply was the same as always. Stop saying dumb things. And that was the end of that. However, upon hearing his tale, I believe I gained an inkling of understanding. Indeed, him, your killer. As I wandered aimlessly lost in the alleyways of Hongwan, he emerged from its shadows to address me. He explained thusly that he found the stable of steeds incomplete without its vanguard, that he had been wandering in search of the adept. To that I replied, it had already been too long since I was last leashed as a Heisho, and that there would be surely other adepts better fit for his vision. But he shook his head, and claimed that in all the histories of the East and West, there was but one adept fit to ride at the vanguard of his cavalry, the same one who once served his little sister. Unable to quash my curiosity, I asked. While I could accept his decision to liberate my young miss from the machinations of the wraths lurking underneath Dagonwan, hardly could I within myself to forgive one who swung his fell crescent blade to end her life. Thus, why is it that he would seek me out, to goad me into none other than his leash when I could have been whetting the blade of vengeance against him? To that he replied thusly. To those who seek to bring prosperity, to have lowly streets bloom with laughter of happy bears and humble merchant stalls, come with lively hubbub, one must keep the most excellent steed. I recall that you once spent much time conversing him at some point in time in the past. His purpose seemed a little different from yours, young miss. The only delineation being the hesitation, or lack thereof, before bloodshed. Do the ends justify the means? A banal question, yet it is so difficult to answer when confronted. That man's bloodied bandages told me of the future. The kind of bloodshed he would usher into the world of darkness to bring about the Hongwan he sought to realize. But I decided to correct my thinking. If all other means are lost, then at the very least, then the ends, at the very least, must hold true. What is this man talking about? Basically, the events of the last arc. This is an alternate reality where the darling sister of Honglu died in the events of the hierarch ceremony, and Honglu, instead of being, you know, a empty soul, someone who just drifted through life, instead decided to wreak vengeance upon the family that forced him to become a medium of entertainment. And after he's cut like a bloody path throughout Hongwan and claimed the throne, he now decided that other corporations are the problem as well, and to have like a true peaceful Hongwan, he needs to bring bloody war. So he needed a really good, like horseman unit, which Yisang is. However, the darling sister was his master, and Honglu killed her. So there's a schism of Yisang here wondering, is it worth it to kill his master's to work with his master's killer to usher in true peace? And I know it doesn't make sense, I'm struggling to explain it myself, but like, it's hard to condense days of plot in like 2 minutes. Today, young miss, I did not ingest the suppression bolus you had gifted me. The characteristics of a hay shall then return to me anon, for a body logged with Heishu boluses are forever changed. I wear the mask again, indeed the same mask I'd once buried deep for safekeeping and sealing. The mask you had made me, young miss, out of the shards of the exoskeleton that grew whenever I took the equine form. And when the time comes, I will bite down upon the gag and allow others to lead me by my reins once again. I know not how faint this memory of mine shall be again, but I shall remember you, my young miss, by writing, revisiting, then reading this letter without destination. All to finish the dream you had sparked. Now let me trot on. Let me break into a gallop. If my path is not to your liking, I will always welcome your usual scathing reproach, for I would gladly hear your voice again. Yet, you needn't be impatient. My gait is swifter than any in Hongwan, so I don't suppose it'll long ere I embark on a journey to find you. God, that's fucking depressing.
Grim.
A man so aware that he's probably going to die under the bloody Honglu's rule. And the question,
But also, he's fine with that, which is somehow even more depressing.
yeah, because like to him, it is probably better to pass on and find his master once again than work under the person that killed her. It's also probably like the direst Yisang has been.
He was happy. He did not have when Shishun was alive. He didn't have bags under his eyes.
Yeah.
His skin was clear, moisturized.
We can actually show that. We can actually like check that. Yeah, he looked absolutely normal. Like, this is the same Yisang. And also the deceased in question. Unfortunately, in alternate realities, her tale ends in tragedy. It's also played by a redhead white girl instead of a Chinese woman, but you know, that's a whole can of worms that's actually explained with her story.
Vishen, I have something to tell you. It's okay, Ishmael. We're all supportive of your decision to come out as a lesbian. I'm feeling Chinese. What?
Ah, this feels great. Why do you look exactly like me? God, what a dumb fucking meme. I think I like the one with Honglu where, like, under the same conditions, they just look the same. Oh, I have nowhere near enough shit to level you up, young man. I'll have to do that later. Basically, Shy Guy, the way that we get around only having 13 characters in a gachapon game where the entire profit margin is determined by having hundreds of thousands of characters is that every single one of these is an alternate reality that we are channeling for but a brief moment. And some of them are, you know, plausible. Like our good buddy Honglu going from, you know, an empty soul to one mired in vengeance and willing to utterly butcher his entire family and subjugate the rest for the sake of revenge. And other ones where, darling little sister is now a white redhead. But yeah, I actually kind of like how they do this because it allows, you know, the cast to be really tight and you don't have 300 characters to fucking write about. It also lets the voice acting be very funny. All the usable characters are alternate universe. Yes. Think of it like Into the Spider-Verse. Except instead of spiders, it is people with differing lives. I don't know if I would call half of these good end. This, though, I do actually really enjoy Detective Heathcliff. I think it's incredibly fucking funny. Man who detect V's under vibes. But yeah.
I like how his steal skill he attacks the enemy on reading papers.
What was that, Festor?
I mean, that's how some detectives work. They go off of hunches, but then they go.
Yeah, because
they still have to find out.
It's true because you have like what? You have Columbo, you have Furuhata, which is just Columbo again. But like they always seem like goofy. Detective Heathcliff is very much fuck it, we ball. But yeah, we'll call it a bit early today. Only 2 hours, but like, I don't really have anything slated. I was thinking about doing more open sewer, but I hit the end content? Which is very unfortunate because it is an early access game, so like, I don't know when they're gonna do a new update. But yeah, we'll call it here for